We all know that James Charles is no stranger to controversy, and the drama recently heated up on Twitter when James went back and forth with RuPaul's Drag Race alum Trinity The Tuck Taylor. What's up, y'all? I'm Emil, and it's Junior here with Clevver News, bringing you all the news updates from my at-home Clevver studio. And over the weekend, there was a feud on Twitter that none of us saw coming. James Charles got into it with Trinity The Tuck Taylor from RuPaul's Drag Race in a fight we never ever saw coming, but it's 2020, so at this point it all makes sense. So how on earth did these two get into it? Don't worry, we've got all the tea. But before we dive into it, as always, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you never miss another entertainment news update. Now let's get into the tea. It all started with a tweet that James posted Saturday, which many fans found offensive and insensitive in light of the current state of the world. James wrote, quote, "Tested positive for having a fat boop." And the tweets came pouring in from people saying things like, "This is not the time, James." Another fan wrote, "With everything going on in the world now, James, you think it's a good time to make these kind of jokes? I feel like you should know better by now." With another saying, "James Charles, people are dying." So the question is, do you think James' tweet was offensive or unnecessary during these times, or do you think he was just making a joke? Let me know and get to talking in the comment section below. But it wasn't just fans getting involved. This is where Trinity chimed in. Trinity threw some serious shade and responded to James' tweet writing, "Fat boop? Girl, who diagnosed you, Helen Keller?" And this tweet opened the floodgates for a back and forth of clapback after clapback. Buckle in, you guys, because this is about to be a wild ride. James replied by making a joke about Trinity's plastic surgery. He wrote, quote, "Damn, she must have mistook the lumpy silicone in your face as Braille instead of reading my actual test results. My mistake. Speaking of mistakes, how's your crown?" Obviously, Trinity had plenty to say in response to that. Trinity wrote, "Oh, girl, that's cute. Keep reading, doll. I'm not the one who tried to break in people's lines at DragCon to meet you and ask if you can ship me free product, my tucking panty, for a like and a post. But girl, do you? That boop sure looks." Then James popped off with a screenshot of the DMs he sent Trinity, proving that he didn't ask for them for free. He actually offered to Venmo or PayPal. He wrote, "Free? Where? You were one of my favorite queens and I was ready for a fun read back, but this was weak." Trinity wrote back that she remembered James asking in person at one of the DragCon conventions, and James replied saying, quote, "Nah, I needed it for Coachella and haven't been to DragCon in over a year. If you're going to read me, at least come correct. Not sure why you're taking this so seriously. I actually really enjoy your work and thought the initial tweet was playful. Wishing you the best." Like I said, things got messy and fans had a lot to say about this back and forth. Many are concerned that these two are actually mad at each other and can't really tell if this was all real or if they were just joking around. One fan wrote, "Is this a joke or is he genuinely mad? It's only drag, James." And James actually replied to this fan writing, "No, I actually really like Trinity, hahaha. Just had to at least attempt to throw it back at her." And other fans went after Trinity for stirring the pot. One person wrote, "Trinity, did you cure your quarantine boredom by starting some drama?" Another wrote, quote, "Trinity, imagine starting a fight over the size of someone's boob. I could never." And another said this was unnecessary. But both Trinity and James gave statements to YouTube channel Jake TV about what went down and their perspectives on the situation. Trinity told the channel, quote, "Sometimes when people have repeatedly used their platform to be gross or just plain annoying, you get to a point where you have to call them out. I made a joke that was lighthearted. He replied with something even more pointed, and it just made me decide to slap back. I'm tired of the excuse he's only 20. No, boop, he's a grown boop millionaire. People need to stop acting like he's a child." But James also has something to say to Jake TV. He said, quote, "Trinity replied to my tweet out of nowhere and I assumed that it was a playful read, so I read her back using jokes that she makes herself all the time. Apparently it struck a chord. I'm not sure why. I really liked and respected her a lot, so I have nothing negative to say. I hope she finds something more productive to do during this world epidemic than to be mean to others on Twitter." So there you have it. That's both sides of the story laid out for you, but that's all I've got for now. I'm Emil and it's Junior, and if you want to find out what other drama James Charles has been getting into recently, click right over here. Okay, bye.